What's up, boys? We're back and taking a look at some more NFL player props today over on prizepicks. If you guys are not on prizepicks, you guys are missing out. The link is down in the description below. 100% deposit match up to $100 using my code DOMG. Tons of different stats on the board, but I do have a player prop for you guys in today's video that we will be taking a look at. First, though, also in the description, along with the prizepicks link, is my Patreon. And you guys get access to even more research and plays. Everything has already been posted on the Patreon as of like 9 in the morning today, 10 a.m., something like that. And there's 3 different tiers to pick from. You guys can get NFL, NBA, or all sports. NBA begins on October 18th. That's when the regular season does begin. But you guys can get the all sports if you guys want for $15.99 or the NFL for $10.99. That's access to all my different research and every single one of my plays. I believe in week 3, we swept both Thursday night and Monday Night Football, if I'm not incorrect. And we actually went 3-1 on Monday last week in week 4 when it came to one unit plays. So we've been doing really good. We're up a lot of units so far this season for NFL. So I'm really happy with how it's been going. I've had a lot of you guys join too, and you guys seem to be really happy with how it's been going, and I am too. So if you guys are not already on the Patreon, you guys can join. The link is down in the description below, along with, again, with the prizepicks link. You guys get your 100% deposit match up to $100. If you guys deposit $60, they'll match it, give you guys another $60 in promo funds, so you guys have $120 total to play with. So that's in the description below yet again. But let's hop in though, not waste any more time, and let's hop into this player prop here. So on prizepicks here, I'm going to go with the receiving yards prop here, and I'm going to go with Courtland Sutton over 65.5 receiving yards. This is going to be my play here for the free play over on prizepicks. Again, plenty more plays over on the Patreon, so I got a lot of value over there too. I found a lot of value plays this morning. I'm kind of liking the slate too, I will say, but I like Courtland Sutton over 65.5 receiving yards in this one here. So I will say I've seen a lot of people like his receptions as well, and I like the receptions too. So you guys can take his receiving yards if you guys want. Always tilt your own risk. Look into these more on your own for sure. But over 5 receptions is not a bad look either. I don't think you can really go wrong with either. They're 3 for 4. He's 3 for 4 this season in both of these different props. So he's hitting 75% of the games for receptions over 5 and receiving yards over 65.5. So if you guys take a look though at his odds, he is a minus 135 to go over 64.5 on the sports books as of this recording. Again, I do like the 5 receptions as well, and he's 3 for 4 this season. He did miss last game, though, against the Las Vegas Raiders. So he had 5 receptions for 52 yards on 7 targets last game. And the one game he missed when it came to receptions, by the way, was against Seattle. He had 4 receptions on 7 targets in that game, but he did go over his yards with 72. So, you know, you can't really go wrong with either. There's risk, obviously, in both, but yeah, he said this in 3 out of 4 games this season, 72, 122, and 97. I think he can definitely get it done here against the Indianapolis Colts today. If you take a look at this game, by the way, Denver is favored by 3, and the line is a minus 170 for Denver, and the over-under is a 42. He is going to be at home, which should be kind of an added bonus here. So, yeah, I'm liking the spot a lot here. So the game where he did miss, by the way, his receiving yards, he was on the road. This time he's at home, so maybe there's... maybe he plays a little bit better at home. We don't really know yet. It's a small sample size. It's been only 4 games. But that's definitely the first player prop I'm liking here. It's Courtland Sutton over receiving yards. The odds are pretty solid on this. I'm definitely liking the odds on this one. And I'm also liking just really how he's been playing. So, yeah, 72, 122, 97. He did have a down game, like I said, against the Raiders. But I do definitely think he can get it done in today's game. So let's move on, though, and talk about some leans and some other things. There's a couple of props I do like. I think a lot of Nyheim Hines is definitely interesting with Jonathan Taylor, of course, out. So we take a look at injury report, by the way. They don't even have the inactives on here. That's kind of weird. All right, thanks Rotowire for that. I'm not sure why they don't have Jonathan Taylor or like literally anyone down here, but obviously Jonathan Taylor's out. But I like Nyheim Hines over 27.5 receiving yards. I think that's a pretty decent spot, I will say. Nyheim Hines over 27.5 receiving yards. I think you can definitely get it done with Jonathan Taylor out. We type it into Statmuse real quick without Jonathan Taylor, and this should pull up here, and you guys can see that he had 66 receiving yards on 8 catches and 10 targets last time without Jonathan Taylor. Although this was, of course, in 2020 and not with Matt Ryan at quarterback. So there's a lot of, that's the reason why this is a lean for me and I'm not playing it. I think it's definitely a great look with Jonathan Taylor out, but rushing yards are interesting too. Although Denver, I like Denver's run defense. And if you take a look again here at the line and the spread and all that, Denver's really pretty heavily favored in this game. So I don't think they'll be running that much, and Denver has a great run defense. So I'm kind of liking his receiving yards more than anything for Nyheim Hines. But interception-wise, I think Matt Ryan could definitely go over his interceptions against Denver. Matt Ryan has a thing on Thursday nights. So I'm looking to Matt Ryan to go over his interceptions, I think, right there. That's a pretty decent spot. I love a lot of these tackle plus assist props. If you guys join the Patreon, you guys will see 2 props for tackles plus assists. There's a lot of value right there. I've been loving tackles plus assists, especially on Thursday night and Monday nights. These have been raking for me. I think we've got to have like only one loss when it comes to tackle plus assists this year or something crazy. It's insane how good these tackle plus assist props are, and you can't get them on any other player prop website out there that I've seen other than PrizePicks. So yeah, if you guys are interested in joining, link is down in the description below. Russell Wilson passing touchdowns. He is favored to go under. He's a minus 135. If you guys are interested in taking kind of an odds booster there, I guess. Not an odds booster, but good odds there, I guess, for Russell Wilson. That's a minus 135 to go under. But they do have some other props up as well for like the 9:30 games. Green Bay and the Giants. Have not taken a look into those yet. But you can find Nyheim Hines, though, at 68.5 receiving plus rushing yards, if that's something you guys are interested in. Brandon McManus, for some reason, even though it's Denver, you would think that he'd make a lot more field goals at home, but he's hit only like 28% of games or something between this season and last at home, which is definitely interesting. I thought that was a little bit interesting. I'm not saying to take the under by any means because it's Denver. It's the easiest place to make field goals in the NFL. So when it comes to altitude and all that different stuff, but Campbell over 2 receptions, I like a little bit as well. Paris Campbell over 2 receptions, I think that's a little bit interesting. I believe Kylan Granson is hitting every single game this season. Yeah, he's hitting every single game this season. He's coming off a 4-reception game against Tennessee. Matt Ryan's been loving some Kylan Granson for whatever reason. Moali Cox too. I'm not sure why he loved his tight ends last week, but 6 receptions in that game. And then his other tight end, again, like I said, Kylan Granson had 4 receptions. So his tight ends had 10 receptions last game. I'm not sure what that was about. I've seen a lot of people like Alec Pierce. I don't know how I feel about Alec Pierce. I think if I was to take Alec Pierce, I'd probably go receiving yards, if anything. Yeah, he had 80 and 61 this season. I think if I was going to take Alec Pierce, I'd probably just take the receiving yards. But again, those are all just leans for me. Nothing I'm playing necessarily in those, at least as of right now. But there's a couple player props for you guys in today's video. But my main play that is over on the Patreon is Courtland Sutton over 65.5 receiving yards. Plenty of other plays over on the Patreon. If you guys are interested in joining, link is down in the description below. And again, you guys can choose between NFL, NBA, or all sports, which includes NBA and NFL regular season. MLB regular season is over. So I might do some fun stuff when it comes to the MLB playoffs, when it comes to, or just trying to pass time before the NBA season. We had a great start to NBA last season, so I'm really excited to get back into NBA and hopefully have a couple of good games again, or a couple of good slates. But Russell Wilson passing attempts, Matt Ryan passing attempts, 33 and 31.5. A little bit interesting. Not too much, though. Russell Wilson only had 25 pass attempts last game, yet he went over his passing yards, which is interesting. So you should hopefully see a little bit more attempts than 25 when it comes to this game. Russell Wilson rushing yards, 17 and 29 the last 2 weeks, but now he's facing Indy. Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams is out, by the way. So that's something that's a little bit impactful for them for sure, is Melvin Gordon. Although I'm not sure how I feel about the Colts rushing defense. I think James Robinson ran all over them, so Gordon could definitely get it done when it comes to rushing yards or maybe even receiving yards with Javonte out. I don't think they're going to give Mike Boone the ball that much. Does Boone even have props on the board? Yeah, he does not. I was going to say. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got Matt Ryan rushing yards here. Man, he had -4 against Tennessee. That's hilarious. I assume there's a lot of QB kneels on that one. But you guys all take stacks if you guys want. They're three apiece for the Colts and for the Denver Broncos in that one. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video. I genuinely would appreciate it. Let me know what you guys are running with down in the comments below if you guys want to let me know. Patreon link down in the description below. PrizePicks link down in the description below. Use code DUMG, 100% deposit match up to $100. And that's going to do it, man. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys. Thank you guys for watching.